Hi Jenny, it's Bo here. I thought I'll just have a go at doing your reading for you as I've got some time. And I've thrown some tarot cards plus the Lenormand cards together to sort of get an extra dimension, I suppose. So the first card that came up is the Page of Wands next to the ring, and this seems to be some sort of commitment, agreement, contract, something new in your life. And I got a really good feeling about this, especially since it was crossed with the Three of Cups and the Dear Dog, which is my favourite card. It's great celebrations and faithful, trustworthy friends. So whether it's a social thing or a business thing, I suspect it could be both. And then going up to the top here, covering you over the top is Temperance and the Bear. Now the bear represents great strength, power, wealth, business dealings, and your personal power. So it would suggest to me that there's a need for you to keep balance, keep things along the middle path so that you can benefit the most from this. Then over just behind you seems to be a struggle which you have won. Struggle, something to do with your reputation, because we've got the Five of Swords and the Moon, which in this particular Lenormand deck is more about your reputation. And so that's leaving your atmosphere at the moment. Then down at the basis, this is very interesting, Judgment and Snake. Now in this combination, it would seem to me that this is all about transformation and renewal. The snake is shedding his skin, and judgment is like being brought forth and renewed and reinvigorated, hearing a new call. So this reading so far is saying that there's something new on the horizon, or happening right now actually. And it seems to have a fairly good basis. And then if I move over to here, to the future one, it's boding very well, but it's like if you have entered into some sort of agreement, commitment or contract, there is just a few things that you're not really ready to take on board, even though the Four of Cups next to the Star is wonderful. The Star is very, very much, or the stars as it's called in Lenormand cards, very much to do with healing and success. So you might be fine-tuning something, or maybe there's something also that you need to have a look at before you do the final finish off. Interesting, very interesting. It's also, it connects to me a bit with another card you've got here, which is the Four of Swords. And those two fours say that you also may be in need of just a bit of meditation time and a bit of time out to really consider and process whatever's going on. So, and then down here we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Cross. Now in Lenormand, the cross actually fits in well with the Nine of Pentacles because it is a feeling of pressure or burden, and you just have to maintain. It's just a card of really just keeping on, keeping on. You might be under pressure, but it's going in a good direction, sort of maintaining your position and not listening to naysayers, just focusing on your goal. But there may be that feeling of being, covered with a burden or burdensome people. And then moving up into the next position, there's, well, as you know, Five of Wands, there's a lot of energy going at cross purposes, and possibly to do with someone bringing in a message. Number one in Lenormand is the rider, and he often romps in with some new information which may put the cat among the pigeons. So just being aware of that, maintaining your place, keeping in a nice meditative spot, because this Four of Swords is next to the clover in Lenormand, number 2, and that's what they call little luck, which is really, when you're in that position of just relaxing, you'll realize that there's good fortune around you that you may or may not have seen before. So it's awareness of good fortune. Coming up to the final card here, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Now he's usually, as you probably know, a good earth sign person, or in a situation where you're being made an offer, but there's something you're going to be refusing in preference to, no, let me start again. You might be being made an offer in one area that you will refuse and cut off that particular area in order to start a new venture which the child can represent, and very happily so, I might add. So it seems to be a reading of much change and good feelings. I'll write down the cards and email it to you so you can do a bit more research on it. But anyway, if you've got some questions, just email them through and I will do some more research. And it's just a little one, my dear, but hopefully it's helpful to you, and I hope all is well. I'm loving that Three of Cups and that faithful dog. Very, very lovely influences around you. Okay, I'll send this off now to you, and lots of love.